Hello YouTube. No, I'm pregnant, thank you. She is 2 months, 2 weeks. So we're nearing the end of the 4th trimester. And I just wanted to give a little update on how everything's been going and going through some differences. Just wanted to go over the differences between pumps and bras I've really solidified my opinion on after having the second baby. I was pumping and giving her bottles, but one of my pumps I didn't think was working well, so I switched to a different pump, and there are like pros and cons for both of them, so I'm going to go over those two. Now we are currently doing exclusively breastfeeding for Maddie, our younger baby, and it's actually going really well. Both babies are asleep, so I'm trying to fit this all into one like quicker video because I might have to step out if they wake up. So this is the Momcozy that I was using. I have it in mint. This is all clean and sterilized because I haven't been using it in a while. The parts are silicone. There's not that many parts, there's 4 parts. So the charging top comes off and it has a silicone front, a plastic back, and then there's another silicone piece down here, that little spout thing where the milk goes through. And you wouldn't think that that piece is critical for the machinery to work, but it is, because if you don't have that piece on here and you put it on, you will get no milk that comes through. This is the Willow Go. It looks more complicated, but you understand it pretty quickly. So there's this plastic piece. This is the charger for it. So there's the charging port, but then you have to press these 2 indentation buttons to take this side off, which holds the milk, and then this part unsnaps, and then it has that green thing in there comes off. So this is 3 parts, and this is actually 3 parts too, because this is a part that comes off. So when I learned that, comparing these two, this one obviously is assembled much easier. This one is flatter, so this one fits in your bra and looks more inconspicuous. This one is a lot more obvious and more difficult to fit into any bra. To get great suction for this one, definitely just need a pumping bra. This one will fully charge in like a matter of hours. It's really, really quick. This one I usually have to leave on charge overnight into the next day for it to like fully charge. That could just be me, but I'm pretty sure that this one charges a lot faster. They both will pump throughout the day for the amount of pumps that you need per day. Usually by the end of the day is when I need to recharge, when I needed to recharge either of these. This one has one of these chargers, and this one has like an older charging style that we have to use a particular charger for, so that is the downside of it. It's like the little slanted one. I don't know, I'm not very good with technology. My boyfriend said that this one's a little bit outdated, so I think this one overall pumped me like empty better. I think they both hold the same amount. They both hold up to 150. This one will hold 160. They both have a top spigot, so they both have to pour turning them over. The Momcozy is really easy because this silicone suctions around the side, so you can take it like this and pour any direction, but you do have to make sure that this inside ring is empty, because if you pour it out and there's still milk in here, it can come out this way as well. So that's something that you have to keep in mind with this one. But you can pour it out of it with pour it empty from any direction. This one is kind of weird, I think. So emptying the milk, the spout is right here. The milk only comes into this side, but to pour it out, because this is on an angle, you have to hold it where you can't see it and pour it. Like, you have to hold it here with your thumb and pour it like this, and then just trust that the milk is going in. So you can't actually watch the milk coming out. If you hold it facing towards you and try to flip it over so that you're seeing it, it will like spill everywhere because you're coming down like this. So you have to hold it away from you and pour into the cup this way. I hope that made sense. But that is something that I don't like about this one, actually. I like the Momcozy that is easier to pour, and you can actually watch the milk become empty from the container. This one, you can't do that because of the angle at which the spout is. Another thing that I like about this one is that it's much easier to clean. Once you take it apart, and I can wash it out with dish soap, like baby safe dish soap I have, in like a few seconds, like maybe a minute or two max, and then it's all clean for the next use while the battery is charging. This one is a lot harder to clean because it has silicone. So the silicone, I think the milk sticks to it, and like dirt and stuff stick to it a lot easier. So it's a lot harder to clean. And for some reason, when you run these parts, not the battery, but the plastic parts, silicone parts, through the sanitizer, it gets like a layer of like grossness on it. I think because it's so difficult to like clean all the milk residue off the silicone parts. It just, I feel like it's never fully clean when I'm washing the parts. So going over all those consecutively, the reasons. So this one is great because it charges quickly, holds a good amount of milk, easy to take apart and wash and reassemble, and that's pretty much it. Fits good inside a bra. So that's the Willow Go. The Momcozy suction I think is way better, more difficult to clean, charging is longer, but I like the pouring is a lot nicer because it's not at an angle, it's straight across the top, so there's less spillage when pouring. So that's these two. They both hold the same amount. I have bought pretty much every recommended pumping bra or nursing bra that there is on like Amazon. So I'm gonna go through them. The one I'm wearing right now is a Kindered Bravely one. It looks like this. It's for pumping and nursing. So it has this top layer of fabric that you can snap off, and then there's a second layer like this. If you have a wall pump, or if you have a hands-free pump, you just stick it down the top. But this bra is very sturdy and it's very helpful to hold pumps in place. So I just leave it on and I stick the pump inside and it's good to go. For breastfeeding, you do have to take off both layers. So take off one layer and then you have your other layer to take off, and then it's literally just this strap that goes around your boob and your boob is exposed. So I would say that this one's very sturdy and it's well made. I've used it for years, so with both of my girls, and I do like it. This one is also a Kindered Bravely one. I think they advertise it like it's easy to slip one side down. It is padded. You can slip a boob out pretty easily, but the fabric of mine at least kind of gets in the way because I'm a little bit smaller chested. But it is easy to pop a boob in and out of these, and it does hold the hands-free pumps pretty well. This one, I fell for the trap twice. It's advertised really well on Amazon. It's cheap. It's the cheapest of all of them. So this one I fell for. I'm gonna have to insert a picture here of what it actually looks like online, because it does not look like this until you buy it and you get it at your house and you realize that the bra covers up your whole cleavage. And I honestly don't know why why it's cut this way. There is one hook on the top, and when you take it down, it just takes out your entire boob. So there is, like, in the back there's a hole. It's very confusingly put together, and there's only one clasp that takes a boob out, which is nice. If you don't mind that it's really high up on your chest, then it might be really nice for you. It is really lightweight. There's no padding or anything in here. So that's pretty much it. Every bra that I've ever bought comes with a extender on the end, except for this white one. So this one I had to wait to use until I lost a bit of weight breastfeeding. This one came with one. All the other Kindered Bravely ones came with it. So there's this one. I did have it in 2 colors. I'm getting rid of this actually because I hate the way it fits on me. It's like I can't wear any other top with it because it's so high. And it is advertised as a pumping bra as well. Hands-free pumping bra, but none of my pumps will stay on well with this because it's so thin. And I think you're supposed to be able to get the pump through the side. I didn't use it that way, so I don't know. These are actually my favorite ones. These are the Simple Wishes. This is a size medium. My other ones are a small. So these actually are very tight. So this is a medium. It fits me a little bit smaller than some of the Kindered Bravely smalls. I have it in brown and black. It does come with a pad in the front that you can take out pretty easily, which I do like. This one I actually love. It's my favorite one because it has 2 layers just like Kindered Bravely, but they are all connected on one clasp. So if you want to take your whole boob out, you just have to unbuckle once and then it's out rather than doing it twice. So if you want to take just one off, then you have the same pumping hole option as you do with the Kindered Bravely, but this one I just think is made so much better. So if I had to go back and only buy one, I would just buy this one. It supports really well. It is still lightweight, comes padded just like Kindered Bravely. It's cheaper than Kindered Bravely is because of the name. And it's so much easier to just unhook because when your baby is screaming at you and you're trying to deal with all these clasps, it's just so nice to have the one. And that might sound silly, but it's the simple things that really help in motherhood. So this is it, and it's actually kind of cute, and it has like a little keyhole in the front to show a little bit of skin, which I like because all of the pumping bras are really just like skin colored sports bras is what they're like. So it's nice to have a little bit of detail. So that's pretty much it, is my review. I'll have to look back and see what brand this is, and I'll link it. I'll put it down below. Maddie's done so good breastfeeding. She does latch with the nipple, what's it called? The nipple shield. She latches with the nipple shield really well. She will not latch anymore without it, but for the first few days of her life, she did latch really well without the nipple shield. And then I think I gave her a bottle once, and then all of a sudden from there, she did not want to latch without a nipple shield, which is fine. She drinks really well with it. I literally just keep it in my bra to have on me at all times. This is what a nipple shield is, if you don't know. It just makes the nipple more like obvious. So like there's no way that you could not feel this in your mouth. I've learned that I have flat nipples. Who knew? It's important to know the size of nipple shield and parts. Like the part that you need for the hands-free pumps is the same size that you need for a nipple shield. So with our first baby, I thought that I was a smaller size, and with our second, this is actually working so much easier because I was given a larger size nipple shield in the beginning. With Josie, our first baby, I was given a size 19, a size 20, and I think a 24. And the 24 was way too big. The 19, my nipple was like squeezing through, and I got all these ulcers, and it was really painful. But I was told that it was supposed to be a lot less painful than breastfeeding, and so I was like, this is excruciating. Why is this happening? And then I was given a size 20, and it was still too small. My pediatrician this time has been amazing. She literally just handed me a size 21, and that's the size I am. And so I had 2 21s. We had one in the house somewhere. I don't know where it was found, but this one is the one that she gave me, I think. And I've just always had it with me, and there's no issues. It's not painful. Don't have any sores or anything like that. Another thing that's really helped with that was the Silverette cups. So I have the Silverette cups. I don't use them anymore. I don't have them on me, but for the first month, I think I was using them every single day after every session. So I would take them out. I would take them off of my nipples and put them to the side, and you wouldn't think it would be a big deal. With Josie, I had ulcers, cracked nipples. I was bleeding. I got a thrush infection from her mouth because she got thrush. So I had like itching. It was dry. It was super painful all the time. I don't like touching my nipples and rubbing ointment on them. To me, that like really made it worse and like grossed me out. I didn't want to have to deal with it. So we ended up not breastfeeding because of all those complications, and then her trouble latching as well. Maddie has had no tongue or lip ties like Josie had, but she had the same problem of latching. And if I had the problems with my nipples with her, then I don't know that we'd still be here doing breastfeeding so easily. So the Silverette cups I used every day, never had the itching problem. As soon as they were uncomfortable, I put them on and my nipples stopped feeling whatever discomfort they were feeling. I never got any ulcers this time. I think I got 1 blister when she was breastfeeding, but as soon as she was done breastfeeding, I put the Silverette cup back on and it fixed it. know why they're so amazing. They just are. So I know that they were expensive, but to be able to still breastfeed Maddie is totally worth it for me. And I love them, and I could not do this without them at all. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, so we have all our Christmas presents out under the tree, almost. And then our tree's all decorated, and our favorite ornament is on there. It's a bunch of deer. Our first Christmas as a family of 4, and it's a bunch of deer, and it's ceramic, and I got to pick the ribbon color. I got this on Etsy. This is my favorite ornament right now, so I love it so much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everyone has a great holiday. So I hope that this information helped someone or was enlightening to someone else maybe. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.